chunk of mountain, or is that a hill? I don't know, with a mill here just in front of it. We just stopped in Canoe, British Columbia. Yeah, Canoe. Canoe. And here we got a full load of toothpicks. Wet. This stuff's wet. They call it wet, so it's downgraded, I assume. But it still goes across the pond. Lots of cracks in it. But it's a cheaper deal, I guess, right? Than the premium stuff. But it's... I've only got 8 lifts. 2 on the other side, 4, and 2 on the other side is 8. 20 footers, but they're so heavy. That I'm almost 60,000 pounds just with these 8 lifts because they're so wet. Yeah. Fancy. Beautiful. Look at this weather. Like, man. The old life giver there is just flaring up. Anybody else having trouble with their Wi-Fi or their satellite service or cell service or computers or anything? Yeah, it was crazy this weekend. We weren't watching the tube there too much, but every time we went to watch the tube, it was just constantly buffering. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is what we're doing. Load of toothpicks to the coast one more time. It's a good start to this week. Did a lot this weekend. We planted some bushes and trees. Fixed part of a deck at my shop. I'll show you a small little video of it. This little section cost about $200 to replace. 2x6 pressure treated wood, boards on top, and then I had to laminate some boards underneath because the bottom ones were all rotten. I just wanted to replace 3 boards because they were broken and rotten, and a freaking gopher got under there, and then the moose there, he started chewing away at the boards to get the gopher, and oh yeah, so then now you got holes in your deck, and you gotta go, okay, well, pucker up a little bit when you go to buy the lumber for that, I guess. So yeah, almost $200, and here's what it looked like. Just a little section. It's just oh, wow. Woo. She's smoky. Smoky hot out here. 35 degrees Celsius. You know what? But I'm in jeans and 2 shirts because it's not that bad. Here in Canada, 35 degrees Celsius, yeah, it's hot, but it's dry. So when you go in the shade, you actually feel cool. Whereas if you go to them crazy places like Texas, and it's 35 degrees and you got 80% humidity, you're just a puddle. You're just a puddle. You might as well have 2 shirts on, one hanging over your shoulder, because you're going to have to put it back on here. But holy cow, this guy's nearly took my front end out. Woo. You have a shirt slung over your shoulder. Hold on a sec, somebody's calling me. So anyway, while I was so rudely interrupted by a mechanic calling me and telling me he's never seen this ever before on a vehicle. You know how many times I've heard that? But I got one of these Yukon Denali's at home, an older one, 2003. Not running right. So my son and I, we changed the plugs and the wires and the fuel filter. Did what we know what to do, and or as best we could do. I have a code reader, and of course it wouldn't read any codes on it. So then I took it to a guy, and we're trying to try out some new mechanics. Got to find them, right? Because we're in a new area. So we need to find somebody local. And he's highly recommended on the Googles. Seems to always be busy, so a busy mechanic is somebody that if he says I can't look at you for about a week and a half, that's the guy you want, because you know everybody's going to him. So anyway, he's tried everything. He's cleared codes, he's narrowed it down to something. But he's checked it all for vacuum leaks. He smoked the engine to find a leak, can't find a leak. Injectors are good. The plugs and wires, I said, make sure you double check that. So he double checked our job, and our job was good. We did a good job. So plugs and wires are fine. No head gasket leaks, nothing. Couldn't find an issue. Just when you get it to, might have been some bad gas, so he put some new gas in it. No, it's running still the same. It'll run and idle. And it'll go up and down the road, but then when you go to give her the onions, it kind of sputters and backfires sometimes. But if you get her in a good RPM, it'll run, it'll carry on, right? It'll drive. So it's a little lean somewhere. So he's kind of nailed it down to the PCM, which is kind of like the brains of the powertrain. So that's what we were dealing with. So I said, well, can you recommend anybody? So he gave me somebody to recommend there to take it to. So we're going to try somebody else to see if we can get that figured. The thing runs like a top when it runs. It's got the 6 liter. It's got tons of power. So we're just going to keep trying to fix it. The price of these new ones, woo! We'll just keep her, and my son can keep driving it. So. Onwards and upwards. Looking good. Well, I see the Canadian Air Force is here in full force. Yep. Bedding down. It's a good spot for them. Canadian Air Force wreaking havoc on golf courses everywhere. Watch where you step. Well, we got a special one this time. Got some beam 50s and 40s, and it's an ugly load because of course the shipper don't care about the trucker. They don't give a flying WhatsApp about the trucker, because we got beams in an H shape and beams in an I shape. So when you got H shaped beams matched up to an I shaped beam, it's never level. Never level. So I had to put extra wood in there. As you can see, you got to make that board level, otherwise that bottom board will just crack. Put a piece of wood under there too to make it level, because that 4x4, believe it or not, that'll just crack right in half. Right in half. So it's a bit of a dog's breakfast, but I've had her pretty easy in the by ways of freight these days, because lumber and plate, you can't beat it. Speaking of can't beating it, look at where this yard is. Just beautiful, surrounded by the mountains. Just beautiful. All right, I had him, because this is lower than that, in order for the poor truck driver to get it down the road without getting in trouble, because I believe I will get in trouble. See, that strap's not touching this beam at all. Even though they're intertwined and they're all, you know, it's not going to go nowhere, but it's tight in there. It's not secure in the eyes of the DOT boys, so, and girls. So I've got some going over, 4 going over, and 3 going under. So I just strapped this guy by itself. Actually, I did that backwards. I want to strap these by themselves because this big guy will be already strapped. So let's see how that looks. Okay, so yeah, I screwed that up. I want to strap those down, so I want straps flat on that part and go underneath this and then down. So yeah, I had it the other way. I was so excited. I thought I had it. And then while you're up here, you can clean up all the schmutz that they don't clean off. This yard is just full of these ties. Just full. This is no good. That's going to blow off into somebody's windshield. Get up here and pull some of this off, right? Alright, so now you got to be a gymnast. Okay? And you want to pull that off that hook. There we go. It's never that easy. Feed her down there in between the two. And then you get your hooker. And you tell her, hey, go get that strap. And she says, how much? And then you just pull that sucker through. Just like that. And then, depending on how good you are, can you get that back on the hook from up here? Oh, come on, you can do it. Gotta challenge yourself sometimes. And there, hooked. Alright, 3 more to go. Okay, next step. And this is a very important one. Always to remember to bring enough corners and work your way from the top to the bottom. Because if you didn't bring enough corners up here, at least you might get all this done. At least you can reach this stuff from the ground, right? Always have corners and enough cut-off straps so that you don't have to go up and down, up and down, up and down. That's just lessons from a fat guy. Just take my advice. Did I say what kind of a beautiful day it is? Yes, yes, yes. One little thing as well, it's best to work from back to front with your corners. because your stairs are at the front of your truck, on your truck, right? There's no sense working back or front to back, and then you get to here and you run out of stuff, so now you gotta walk all the way back down the stairs, grab some, come back up and walk all the way in. Start at the back, work your way to the front. Okay, this is the tricky one. Now, all the edges of these I-beams, you see guys going down the road with nothing on them, but you have to. That'll cut your strap in no time. Now this is the hard part, because this is coming, hold on here. This is coming up and over and down and then underneath this big sucker. So I want to protect the strap that goes underneath from this sharp edge, because it's on the bottom as well. And from this sharp edge here. So we got to figure out a way if that'll fit in there. Might need a little persuasion. But you get that sucker in there, and if that doesn't go in, you just tell it you're not going to feed it for a little bit. Be very careful, and then you get a sharp stick or a little dude to go in there and push that up there. And then, because I know we're going to be getting close on corners, you can use this as a protector here. Just like that. That'll hold that. I think I can put that in there. Just let me get at it. Hold on. The old pin puller came through again. I was able to reach down in there. I don't know if you can see. And that is flush up against the sharp edge. So I'm going to do that 3 more times and then work our way to the bottom. Have the AC on pretty hard here. Cool little area where this loading yard is. Construction everywhere though. Car? Is that a Camaro? Mustang. Oh, my bad. The rivers are swollen. There's a good snowpack this year, I guess, in my experience. The only reason I say that is because you kind of notice every year what the rivers look like at a certain time of the year. And they're high this year. The old truck here has developed a pretty good shimmy. I've had her for, it's been kind of getting worse here for about 2 weeks, so I got to get her in. I think the alignment's out. Between 70 and 80 kilometers an hour, the back end, you can feel it in your butt, it starts shimmying, so. I've had mechanics look at it already, I've had tire guys look at it already. I thought it was a drive line, somebody says it's my transmission. But when I'm at 80K and I pop it out of gear, that means taking it right out of the, taking the drive line right out of it, it still shimmies. So that means suspension or tires. So I gotta get those looked at. And might as well get an alignment at the same time. Maybe replace the tie rod ends. I don't feel it in the steering wheel at all. It's just in your butt, underneath the seat. And the cab will start rocking and rolling. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Well, we made it to the UFA. It's all still here in one piece, which is a good thing. When it shows up looking the same as it did when you loaded it, you did a great job. Can you tell where we are? I don't know if you can tell or not. Yeah. We're in Saskatchewan. We've made our way out to Saskatchewan. So yeah, I'm gonna deliver tomorrow, and then there's not a lot out here, so we'll probably end up DDing back into Alberta there for something. So Saskatchewan is, and the eastern part of Alberta are so flat. If you can just look right there, and just start waving. You say goodnight to the family over there in Alberta. Oh, it just went in the house, so they missed me waving, so. It's pretty flat. It's got some cool parts to it though, this Saskatchewan. But it's a lot of this. It's a lot of this, a lot of farmland. So there you go. We've gone a lot of miles and the week's only half over. So we'll see what's next. Take care. Bye for now. Don't take offense. I'm gonna say it. All the boys will know what I'm talking about. All the girls will be going, what? I don't know what you're talking about. But tits and tires will turn a guy gray, that's for sure.